Hi, I'm Pastor Dave. I am a pastor at Faith Lutheran Church right here in Hutchinson. You know, some things that attracted me to my field, it's something I'm really passionate about, obviously, and people kind of identified some gifts that I had for it and encouraged me to pursue it, and I found it to be a really great fit. So I got 2 degrees for my position. I started with a bachelor's degree in youth and family ministry, and I served as a youth director for several years. Really enjoyed youth ministry. And then I went to seminary and got it's called a Master's of Divinity degree. And because of that, was ordained and became a pastor. For the youth ministry gig, you don't necessarily need a degree. There's several youth directors I know that don't have a bachelor's in youth ministry. For most ordained pastoral gigs, however, you most likely need a master's degree. And both of those degrees were incredibly helpful for what I do. I learned a lot and use a lot of what I learned every day. And of course, you also have to continue to learn, and so you study, read books or take classes, and so you kind of want to be a lifelong learner. So a typical day in my position, it's more like a typical week. Obviously, Sundays, you kind of know what I do. I'm leading worship, Bible studies. Sundays are a pretty busy day. Some people think that pastors only work on Sundays. In fact, that is not true. The weeks are filled with various meetings, Bible studies. I spend a lot of time at coffee shops, which is great, meeting with people. Teaching confirmation. I'm still involved in youth group and things like that. And then a lot of times you'll find me on Saturdays, sometimes Saturday night, writing a sermon for the next day. And so there's a combination of working with people and getting things done on your own. And weeks are typically filled with those things. There are a lot of skills, traits and gifts that you'd want to when you're considering a career in ministry. Obviously, you have to be passionate about what you believe in. But then things like people skills, you do work with a lot of people, and how do you interact with those people? That's a key thing, and that's people of all ages. You have to have a caring, compassionate heart, because they're going to be telling you their problems, what they're struggling with, and you have to be able to relate to that and to care for them. And then other things help. Helps to be creative, helps to have a sense of humor. Administrative skills help. Not the strongest in those areas, but you kind of learn to develop some of those skills. And then obviously communication skills. You're giving a lot of sermons, you're teaching, you're communicating in written form, social media, of course. And so a lot of communication skills help. Some of the biggest challenges of pastoral ministry, at least for me, is working with people in crisis. It's really tough working with people that have lost a loved one or struggling with addiction and knowing what to say to them, how to help them. Sometimes you feel really inadequate doing it, but it's an honor to be able to enter into people's struggles and help them out with what they're going through. It's a tough part of the job. Sometimes you take it home with you a little bit. But that's also one of the things I love about the job, is being able to be there for people and to speak hope into their lives and to comfort them with what we believe. In addition, I just love working with the people in my congregation. You really grow to love them and appreciate them, and you form kind of a faith family of sorts. And so there's a lot of challenges, but a lot of rewards in working in ministry. Some things I wish I knew about my field when considering it is just how you can grow into the position. If you'd have told me as a ninth grader or 10th grader that I'd be a pastor, I would have laughed at you. At that time, I didn't really like speaking in front of people. I didn't think I knew enough about the faith to be able to even consider doing what I'm doing now. And as I talk to other high schoolers about a career in ministry, they say the same things. Oh, I can never do what you do. Well, of course, these are things you learn. That's why you go and you get schooling, you get training, you study, and you gain experience. And so I look at myself even from when I started ministry to now, and the ways I've grown and the skills that I've acquired, and I hope that I'll continue to grow. I've got a long ways to go. But just because you don't like speaking in front of people now or think you know enough about your faith, that doesn't mean you can't grow in those areas. I know you can. A lot of you are much further along than I was at your age.